Welcome to Poppy's Poetry Corner. We finally made it to the time where rhythm and blues meets poetry and rhyme. Yep, we on the corner where it's safe to fire up your marijuana. But this room about to get hot as the summer, so you might need something chill like a glass of wine. Water does me just fine. Whatever relaxes your mind and help you recline after what might have been a hump day at work. Put yourself first. Where here nothing has to be rehearsed. Let me put it in reverse. The corner we back to is brought to you by Faith and Hustle. So it's some big hitters in this room, and it's okay to flex your muscle. Because we locked and loaded and heavily potent. Nothing corroded about our brain waves. Going back in the days where you could simply walk to the corner to find your muse. Or peep out the latest groove. We about to let the energy fill the room so it might get a little wet. Or fill you up till you get so high. Because around here, we get praise when your stuff is fire. So let us begin. Welcome to the corner, my friends.
There's some days I wish I had someone to tell me how some mornings my chest would feel pressure like a double wool of doubt. How air would be thick with sky, not knowing how to breathe for you. How some days the world would crawl right inside your ribs, press its weight against your lungs, and ask you to smile anyway. I wish I had someone to tell me love will sometimes feel like fist wrapped in a velvet of lies, leaving you chasing ghosts of forever in places it never lived. How mirrors would slice you open, forcing you to face wounds you thought were healed. Or mention how silence could scream louder than thunder, and hands you hold wouldn't always hold you back. How sometimes even your own shadows would feel like strangers you never wanted to meet. I wish I had someone to tell me, baby, there'll be days sun forgets you exist, leaving you questioning if you're worthy of light at all, or if you were ever more than a visitor in rooms that always felt too bright. That there'll be those who only want to bask in your sun when they can't stand you, till everything you do overshadows them and try to block your power. Lacking understanding, lessons were wrapped in pain, and those are the ones that stick harder than gorilla glue. And cracks in heart teach you how some people stitch hope into seams, even when darkness swallows you whole. You could still claw your way back because light doesn't always belong to sun. I wish I had a mother to tell me those things, but none ever existed. No voice was there to shape my truths, no reminders I was worth saving, no arms were there to hold me through my breaking. I had to learn alone. How to stitch wounds with unsteady hands, and how to bear silence when love became a void too loud to ignore. I had to teach myself that sun wasn't always promised. Some days it hides out of spite. Those days you have to fight harder than you've ever had to fight before, with nothing but the faintest pulse igniting fire burning deep within you. Cracks left by wounds you didn't have became space where your own strength grew. She wasn't there, so light buried inside me wasn't hers to give, it was mine to find. She couldn't give me what she failed to find in herself, making absence its own kind of teacher.
They define me as being the very dark color of the night sky. I am black. My darkness illuminates the tiniest of shimmer, making it easy for you to see the brightness I hold. Comforting you into a slumber to chase your dreams. I am the absence of light in all things. I am black, the alpha and omega, the first pigment used by artists, like the color that rolls off most pages. Baby, my tone is rich. Red and dark green created from the blood has spilled on earth. I'm deep rooted. I am black. defined as various populated groups, especially having African ancestries, those having dark pigment of skin, even though our tone resembles those of cocoa to dark chocolate, baby. I am black. I am powerful, coming in so many shades, like my black be yellow and burnt orange. Still a beautiful permanent marker. Midnight black, no matter the shade, we all built Teflon tough, letting most stuff slide off our thick skins, knowing that I am the darkness which light passes to give sight. But how much do you really see? Because even if you put me in a box, I'm always going to stick out bold. Mix me with any other color and my potency is obvious. Do that with the opposite of me and a new, dull, watered down shade of that color is created. I am the balance. To some, I represent wealth and elegance. To others, I'm the end. I'm mourning while allowing a new day. I am black, and I'd be damned if I'm not excellent. And that's my piece.
Black, like the silhouettes they use for target practice, similar to the black skin of black men, black, like the tires that come to a screeching halt so white cops with black souls can pull black guns from black holsters and place them in black faces, black, like the faces of grieving mothers of black boys that were killed just for existing, black streets soaked with black tears. Black fears make it permanent resident inside of black minds due to so many black bodies inside of chalk outlines, black, like the suits and dresses worn by black families in black cars or funeral processions, black, like the melanated target I was blessed to be covered with, but fear because my life can end due to the fact that I'm proud, educated, and black. Drip.
I spoke with my ancestors today, had a couple questions with the other people trying to bring back segregation. I figured they know how to guide me because I'm not them. I took the lessons they taught. Now, I hate for things to turn out the way I'm thinking, but I know my people ain't going. I'm too spoiled to be picking cotton. I love my AC. So, people, please don't play with me. We done already showed Target what that black dollar do. Got black faces in every commercial trying to get us back. That black dollar don't play. I come from royalty that was snatched from their homes. I try that shit with us. I promise it won't go the way you think. After talking to my ancestors, I'm patiently waiting for the other people's next. All the stealing they did that won't happen again. We'll build our own before we go back to cleaning y'all homes, raising y'all kids, and fucking y'all men against our wheels. Don't let the stereotypes you set in place fool you. Black united means means the rest of you is in trouble. When royalty recognizes royalty and we get back to loyalty, the black community is it's a powerful thing. Thank you.
Black. Black is both the absence of and an amalgam of all the colors. Like the space where gravity is so strong nothing exists, it's called black. But if you mix all the paints or color over the same spot with all the crayons, you get black. Black is therefore the absence and presence of all. Black must also be the beginning and ending of all. Black is the comfort of the night where your tears can hide. Black is the coal that ignites the fire. Black creativity is birth from the blackness of others' ire. Black is tired. Black people are tired. Black people are dying. Black people have yet to matter. Black binds vision. Black holes lack transparency and operate in opacity, shadows, and nights limits one's sight, forcing one to rely on touch and sound. No luminosity. And black paint overtakes all other colors. You can't find the others within. And blackness is like multiplying anything with zero. You get zero. Blackness times anything equals blackness. Blackness births black babies, no matter the mate, which is unfathomable to see and see black people. We were forced to live non-transparently if they wanted to survive, which means others' lives had to have faith that what we shared was the honest truth that they couldn't just see outright. Engage in blackness sometimes requires some sense. In fact, it requires the other five senses, faith being the greatest, and blackness required too much faith that retribution won't blindside them when blinded. So blackness instead inspires fear. Black people seem to scare folks like black holes, and the blackest of nights do. Black is deemed scary, but black isn't scary. Black power is. Black holes are the epitome of gravity. It attracts all to it. Black appears even when the crayon is missing. Just mix enough and it appears. It manifests itself, and the powerful magic terrifies some. And the power lies inside the black shadow that cools when the sun burns furiously. Some rather burn than be soothed by something unknown. And well, black people won't break because they too are powerful. Black holes are beautiful. Black crayons are beautiful. Black skies are beautiful. Black skin is beautiful, but black is still tired. Black holes are tired of sucking up trash. Black crayons are tired of neglect. Black nights are tired of disapproval. And black lives are tired trying to convince anyone that they matter. Black is tired, but black is always resilient. It is powerful. It can't and won't disappear or dissipate. It counters the darkness of night with the lightness of the dark. And no matter how tired black is, it is here to stay.
Okay. They like the way that we dance, and they like the way that we move, and they like the way that we rock, and they love all the shit that we do. And when we perform for them, yeah, they finna clap for a nigga. But in their privacy, that's how they want to act like a nigga. That's until it's time to stand for niggas. That's until we're screaming Black Lives Matter in a rallying cry to stop killing the sea. They'll enjoy the strange fruits hanging off the trees of dying leaves. And when we ask them to stop killing us, they look at us like, how dare you beg for human treatment, nigga? They're going to plant guns and drugs in our homes and strip our daddies from our homes and assassinate our leaders and expect us to breathe in this toxic air they're feeding us and tell us that we hate each other and make us feel like we hate each other enough to take each other's lives. And then they'll tell us, stop complaining. Pull yourself up from your bootstraps. But every time I pull up my bootstraps, you shoot me in the back and steal my bootstraps. See, America KKK is a trap that uses the fallacy of freedom to kidnap black and brown lives and strip us of our most basic human right, life. And then we get sucked into this never-ending madness that kills us all. See, it was designed for us to fail. And every time we seem to prevail, they find a way to take a loose screw off our tracks and derail us. There's no place I can go to get low, because they'll kill me for anything. Walking away, trying to find my wallet, not resisting arrest. They're going to kill me because I exist. I never wanted this death wish. So why the fuck is my execution on your checklist? Sincerely.
Well then, Irvin used the magic of his pen to write me young, gifted, and black. Messaged it through the black badassedness of Nina Simone, whom I was prone to believe, since Nina never lied to me, always spoke the truth in her bluesy Mississippi goddamn revolution of a voice. There was no choice but to be great, to make your nothing on the outside into the everything you were on the inside, inside out your gifting like the offerings of loosened purse strings, reversible. Even more beautiful on his satin-lined interior, rebelling against by your very existence the lie of inferior spoken around you, constant and loud. But in came James Brown like a bouffant Cape Crusader flying down from the clouds, singing, I'm black and I'm proud, and I believed I should be too. I knew, have always known, that the richness of my skin tone and the electricity of my kinky hair that dared defy gravity of atmosphere or racist ideology made me magic, made me the tragic anti-hero in somebody's pale blue-eyed fairy tale that I am regaled in a glory villainized in the devil's backstory prequel so he can justify unequal and biased. And I wish I could write us a song about black and free, not the kind of free that lives innately in us as beings of earth and sky and light, but the kind of free that might find us fearless and at peace in all the spaces we seek to just be and exist without the insistence of conformity, assimilation, into some homogenized bastardization of acceptable, but my tongue is not able to wrap itself around the foreign of freedom in the language of this land. The longer I live, the more I believe they do not have a word for that, not a real one. Freedom has never meant free, not in the English lexicology. It is filled with nuances of be like me, and that is a costly thing, a price I am unwilling to pay in the wake of always knowing who and what I am in a sure place, taught to me in a Mississippi goddamn revolution of a voice, reiterated by a fly-ass bouffanted Cape Crusader who showed me that I had no other choice but to be black and proud. So I say it loud, and maybe one day this place will allow more than the innateness of my free epiphanies.
Silent whiffs was often echo of hollowed walls, the jaded faces and oblivious gestures as if my being was worse than dirt. Imagine trying to hide disgust when you are all they discuss, berating and belittling, meandering and malingering, picking pieces of me, pick me's, yet forget the variance in color of pick me's. Why can't you understand that my ancestors were also the prize when they wanted to pick nicks, defending my beauty in ebony and mahogany while shaming my alabaster and marble as despair? To walk the fine line, you must trap ease, knowing that for the rest of your life, race and color is a trap with ease you'll fall into. Brown paper bags become what you defines you. Forget the intelligence you possess. It matters not if your personality is bubbly and magnetic. You're just passing. Passing from one day to the next, passing to get by in life. No, you just pass as white. Your fair skin seems to set you apart. Your mother may be darker than that paper bag, but she'll never fight your battles. Her demons aren't yours because your light drowns out her shame. Battling with your own consciousness as the world corners you in. Which side will you pick when the war breaks loose? This coloristic view is like poison in the water, flint to ignite this broken machine gun, splitting me down the middle. I am not your Negro, nor your Barbie. My complexion is smooth like sweet caramel, butterscotch, dolce de leche. I will not be defined by these stereotypes. My lines aren't black and white. The lines that define me, they'll shine like the ray of the prism. So why choose a side when I can't? Why can't I let humanity win? And that's another infamous piece.
My black, the most beautiful creation that even the sun gives praise to, because though the rays may try to burn my skin, it gives light to the very essence of my soul. It kisses the very gift of my melanin, my black. It's the strongest possession that the world cannot try to hold. My black cannot be destroyed by mere mortals whose hearts are cold. You're a bullet. It's more than what could be found in your cartridges. It's your nooses, your all lives matter rhetoric. Your if they had just complied, they would still be alive. It's your failing to understand that I belong anywhere and everywhere that my feet touch the earth. Your bullet is the blindness that you're oblivious to because your light is encamped in darkness due to your contentment of emulation of my blackness rather than celebrating and appreciating who I am. My black is the fruit that rests in the Garden of Eden. Your bullet cannot enter my sacred land because you will wade in troubled waters and be ashamed of your own nakedness. My black praises black queens and uplifts black kings. My black lies on the strength of how mama prayed for me. How I remain secured in my grandmother's hands with my father by my side. I restructure myself in his wisdom, correction, and direction. My black is why I march, even when it snows in April. No matter what turmoil may come, Juneteenth will forever be my day of freedom. But you're a bullet. You're keep America great, bullet. Your make America great again, bullet. Your Trump was right about everything, bullet. Your she can't run the Olympics because of THC, bullet. And it's only CBD, bullet. The election was rigged, bullet. You're holding the Bible upside down, mispronouncing the book of the New Testament, bullet. Your I mistook it for a taser, bullet. Your Brexit, bullet. Your shut up and dribble, bullet. Your I can't be racist. I have black friends. I put raisins in my potato salad, bullet. Your hello, officers. My name is Karen, bullet. Order in the court. Defendant, may you please rise. The jury has reached a verdict in the case of your bullet. Having examined all the evidence, listen to the witnesses whose lives were taken by those with hoods and badges whose peace have been disrupted, their children's minds and educations have been corrupted, justice has been given, combined with your poor excuses that you designed with your disguise, having a constant identity crisis while crossing enemy lines. We, the My Black jury, honorable and true, being of sound mind with no ounce of fear in our bodies, finds your bullet guilty of all charges with no chance for time served, no opportunity for probation or parole. But will you do the time? Or will you try to kill me for protecting my black with your bullet? Will you shoot? Loaded.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch. And guess what? Didn't nobody die in this drive-by, y'all. It was a healthy drive-by. Yo, they had me so stuck I couldn't even hit shim up. Wait, let's go, Drip, man. Welcome back to another week of excellence on P.P.C, where all month know that April showers bring the drip out. If you've been with us from the beginning, then you know they not new to this, baby. They true to this. 3 seasons we have been blessed to have the International Honey Drippers Poetry Collective come take us over. And if you new to the vibe, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when we lit. If you regular on PPC and this your wind down, then thank you for tapping in, and we definitely appreciate you. Just like we appreciate PPC for getting their vote on. On the rewind, we had Treating You Sweet, and the spotlight was our very own Angel Kim. If you missed that show last week, it ain't too late, baby. Tap in. Speaking of good shows, man, I hope y'all day was as good as this show about to get tonight. What up, big friends? What up, beloved? I see y'all in the house tonight, baby. We about to go up like the sun. Shan, what you say? Oh, they ain't done yet. Hold up. Oh yeah, y'all know we up like the sun. Season 3. What you thought? You thought we wasn't coming with great poets and books? No. Hold up. They got it all. Let's go.
He knows so shameless hosting.
Be on the corner too.
So you know that shit is tight. That corner's a bad.
They is some bad mother suckers, man. Y'all saw all them books, EPs, I mean, they had some of everything going on. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with the artists because they is literally my first queen. My first queen hails from Alabama, and it's definitely a part of the Honey Drippers Poetry Collective, y'all. Raised in the church of Maya Angelou, I Know Why the Cage Birds Sing, inspired her poetic voice. Writing for over 20 years, she was published first as a teen and later authored Growth Through Pain. She began performing in 2023 and she was featured on stages like right here on Poppy's Poetry Corner and Talking Taboos. She also hosts Blog Talk Radio, Smoking After Dark on DSR with Kane Spade. The queen writes on various topics, but delights in tantalizing the senses with her words. And tonight, she on the corner to do that and song. So tonight, y'all help me welcome Black Rose. What
Hey, how y'all doing?
Man, we is litty. Did you just hear the same thing I heard on the speed round, baby? When y'all started like that for a shadink, you know, it started to get loud in here tonight. No, they didn't show out. Everybody showed out. It's a we thing in this thing, baby. We are here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing to always have you guys on the show, man. Thank you again. You know what I mean? Third season. I know this is your second time doing this with me, and the Honey Drippers done did this for 3 seasons in a row. So let's talk about it. How does it feel to actually be published as a youth and then turn right back around as an adult and put your baby out?
Well, being published as a youth, I really didn't take you serious because this was a hobby. This started out as a hobby, a way to just get out my pain. This was just fun. And then it turned into, I could do something with this. My support system was like, you could do something with this. So when I put out Growth Through Pain, when I truly say, when you read that book, God has a sense of humor. I am a poet that used to couldn't spell, and I put that book out as it was written. There are misspelled words. There are run-on sentences. Ain't no punctuation. Might be some punctuation. I don't know. I put it out. So, but I'm going to republish.
Hey man, let me stop you there. You did what most people haven't, I included, took the step to do. And you got a book out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? With the misspelled words, with all of that, big yourself up. All that don't matter. The point is that you went through the process, you worked the process, and now it's here, right? So we're going to big that up. Where can the people find this amazing book? You know what I mean?
It's on Amazon. You can also DM me and I will personally sign it and address you with it, and take
you heard what you said, y'all. Forget about Amazon. DM her, get you a sign, get your signed copy on. You know what I mean? So is it corner prices?
Yeah, we got corner prices. Like this one is $10. This one $10. So
I mean, come on, that's less than a 20, and you is in. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in with the queen and support. Drip is in the house tonight. I see y'all in the comments. King, I saw you too when we first started. So what's the first piece you giving us tonight, queen?
I'm giving you Rose from Concrete.
All right, baby. And we all be cut from the concrete. Let's go.
They say beauty is pain, but pain doesn't feel beautiful. It feels forgotten. If tear falls in a room, can anybody hear it? My spirit's been down, fighting with depression and its best friend, anxiety, looking over my shoulder like somebody following me, but ain't that what I want? Facebook, TikTok, Instagram fame. I mean, my name known across the world, but how when pen leaves paper and hand touches mic, anxiety shows its face, I lose words and faith. I forget I'm that beautiful rose that's never been plucked. My thorns too sharp, like my tongue, quick comebacks on precious time. Can't deny I'm the problem. Math can't solve it because it all comes out negative. So how do you get nothing from nothing yet being told I'm something special? Surprise. I'm a poet with pen, mic, and anxiety pushing through, because my pain is not just my pain. Beautiful people can relate. Our shared cousin, depression, anxiety, this with me. The rose that grew from concrete, so unfed yet pen that bleeds on paper. Can you see the beauty?
I swear, if I had some arms, I will reach out and give you a hug. Oh. Yeah, man, because it take a lot to grow from some concrete, baby. You don't know and you know now. All right, man, y'all know we're going to keep this show right on going. My next queen was one of my favorite instructors. During my class, man, and we show her our love by deeming her our poetic sadist. You know, to others, she might be known as the community poet that resides in Bronx, New York, exploring love, equality, and healing through lived experiences and observations. Performing internationally and on Broadway. She also hosts on the behalf of podcasts and leads workshops on everything from Poetry 101 to advanced techniques. Roaming New York City streets for inspiration, she has authored 4 books, including Casualty of Love in 2017 and Still Laugh in 2021. Her work appears in publications like Great Weather for Media, Riggers, she gonna tell me the name, the Amsterdam and African Voices magazine. Man, y'all already know who it is. It's you heard what I said, my poetic sadist, but to y'all might call her Dora Kalima. Yo,
Hey.
how you feeling tonight?
I'm excited to be here, but I could use my pillow right now too. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey man, we gonna make it do what it do, so you can go ahead and get that pillow a look. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. So it's a blessing to have you in the house tonight. 4 books under your belt, and you are a hell of a teacher. We're thinking outside the box and making the y'all boy. She had us doing what one of them was we built the apartment building, y'all. Yes, we did in a poem. What was well, it was a triple do. We did a triple a duplex and a buble and a blue sonnet. And bro, she had us, man. We look, we was up through there. But 4 books. Which one is your baby? And are they corner prices? And where can the people find them?
So I'm gonna shout out my first book, Black Man, Black Woman, Black Child. And I'm gonna shout it out because it is April. And that book was released in April 2015. So it has come in a couple of days, it will be 10 years old. That book is where it all started. Now, is it the best writing? That's a different conversation because I've developed in time, but it is the foundation of it. I had the dream of this book probably with a good decade or so before I actually did it. And then I was like, I want to write a book. What am I going to do? And that became the first book. So shout out to Black Man, Black Woman, Black Child. That book is $10.69. And anywhere you like to go get your books, you can do that. But of course, with better writing, with more time and resources, the books get more pricey, but we ain't passing. I think the top book is 26, maybe 25, but that's because that's the hardcover.
But it's still a corner price, man. And don't put a just because on your work. 20, 25, 26. It's less than $30. Get yourself one. Get your 2, 3, 4, 5 if you're really trying to get live. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know y'all can find the books everywhere that you find books. But are you personally, signing copies of the books or what?
So if you get it on my website, but honestly, you'll be disappointed because it could take 15 months for you to get that book. I'm not gonna lie, I'm delayed. So if you want it in a reasonable time span, go get it where you buy books. If you really want it signed and you are patient, then you can do it on my website, which is darakalima.com. And rumor has it sometime this summer, I'm gonna hit book number 5. So
Ooh, ain't no rumor have it. Y'all heard it. Book number 5 is coming. We just P.P.C drop. Y'all heard book number 5 is coming. So again, if y'all want y'all a signed copy, go ahead and go through her website, and then y'all will be delayed but not denied. You get what I'm saying? So it's always worth it. And if you're in a rush to read what she got, then go hit them other book places up and get you a couple copies of it. So what's the first one you've given us tonight, Queen? And congratulations on 5.
Thank you. I'm going to do So Much to Tell, and that's actually in 2X chromosomes with an extra shot of melanin. So that's book number 3.
Uh-oh, she's going to give us a little shadink-a-dink, y'all. So if y'all thinking about getting the book, she about to give you a little shadink-a-dink of what's in one. So here we go, man. Let's go.
Let me tell you about my people, my beautiful people, my people that resided and presided at the very origin of people, my people who have since been targeted for genocide by other people, by fairer people. Let me tell you about my beautiful, deep, brown people who helped establish all you currently know and get stripped of their credit every single day. Yet they are people who still endure today. Let me tell you about a people that provided rhythm for all, but are often relegated to second best, even in the genres they originated. My people were the original mathematicians and scientists, but now they fight for a spot in the new and esteemed STEM fields. After all, being anything more than entertainment is not allowed here. Let me tell you about my people. My people who were so great, other people emulate and even appropriate everything about them. Everything but their pain. Everything but their subhuman rank. Everything but everything that truly makes them who they are forced to be in this biased world every day. Let me tell you, there's so much to tell you that texts and history books are overtly erasing, trying desperately to forget, but my people will not be forgotten. We will not be silenced. Even when we can't breathe with our hands up, we scream for attention, demanding recognition. There's so much I want to tell you about my people who invented many of your modern day conveniences, but when we tell our truth, it's deemed inconvenient. I need to tell you about my people that fought for and are still fighting for your rights to be fully developing, equally respected human beings. We fight for you even when we fight alone. We do it because even on this day, others would still have us relegated to coons and 3/5 humans. But the reality is, if we are not okay, if my people are not okay, neither are you. Even if you don't realize it, once our rights are stripped, yours will be next. So we fight against the nooses around all of our necks. My people, our royalty, have always been, will always be, even if it's our crowns you refuse to see. Langston, Maya, Sonia, and Mary, Gil, Stacey Ann, and Saul all speak to our beauty, to our endurance, to our legacy. I want to add to their voices. I want to tell you about my people. I need to share their story of my people. It's a great tale, a tale of struggle, triumph, grace, but I can't tell you just yet. I can't tell you because they just silenced Sandy Speaks. Snuffed her light, stopped her from speaking like they stopped Martin from preaching, silenced her like they silenced so many others before her, and like they will silence so many after. Like they will try to silence so many after. They are actively erasing our story at this very minute, removing any truths inconvenient to the truths, to the tales they would like to spin. They are Rush Limbaughing my history, Donald Trumping my plight, and Fox Newsing my existence, and I cannot let this be. I have to fight the erasure of my people, this systematic genocide of my beautiful brown-skinned people cannot continue. So unfortunately, I do not have the time to pause to tell you about my people. I wish I could, but I must pick this conversation up later. After I raise up my fist, after I pick up this picket sign, after I march tirelessly and vote loudly so the people will still have the right to share, the avenues to share, the ability to share the story of our people without threats of death for sharing. But if my protest is thwarted, if by chance I am arrested for taking part in this movement, hashtag, if I die in police custody, no, it wasn't of my own doing, but an attempt by them to silence me and from setting the record straight about the story of my people. Thank you.
Growing up, I learned a lot of my knowledge on the corner, and tonight ain't no different, cause boy, you just spit that right there. That's what I call some knowledge right there. Talk about facts. Man, look, some knowledge and some fight, cause we need to still be fighting. If y'all was listening to everything she was saying, still relevant. You heard what year she said she wrote it, and the piece was still relevant now. It's not that old, but geez, you know what I mean? My first king is also a classmate. Yeah, we went through the storm together, and now look at us shine. He's a poet, writer, a program coordinator for his Office of Intercultural Affairs at Union College. His poetry journey began in 2016 during a hip-hop showcase. Since then, he has self-published 3 poetry books and now hosts monthly open mics in New York. While undering his craft, he also developing his media company and publishing films, Lucid Writers, also known as Lucid Voices, where he's also a host with the mostest. But tonight, he here to relax with us, baby, because tonight, he on the corner, none other than Sincerely Donnie, but to me, he is nothing but the ghost, baby. What it do, Quiet Storm? All the names come out tonight. What's going on?
Man, if I could have any other introduction, I would always call you, man, because that was beautiful. Thank you for having me. Oh
I
my God.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Y'all show so much love to P.P.C, so I appreciate y'all. So let's get to it. So the open mic, where is it held so the people will know when to tap in before we even talk about the books?
So you can always find me at Electric City Barn in Schenectady, New York, or now at the Fuse Box in Albany, New York. So yeah, that's where my open mics are.
He said R, you heard R, you know what I mean? He's multifaceted in places now. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's talk about these books. For you published on your own, self-published books. Which one is the baby? Are they corner prices, and where can the people find it?
My baby, I would say, is definitely my third book. It's probably my best book. It's my pride and joy. You can find them all on Amazon. They all about $20. So if you're interested in reading what I got to write, I also don't write just poetry. I got some chapter books coming along the way at some point in my life, but when I grow up, I'm gonna get that done. So
not when I grow up. So y'all already know, expect the chapter books because they coming. You know what I mean? He got a whole bag of things that he doing. I love you, beloved. Thank you so much for the love. Everybody that's tapping in, keep them comments rolling too, because they showing out in here tonight, man. We gotta bless them up and love them down. You know how we do it on P.P.C. So let's get to it. The first piece you're giving us tonight, what is gonna be, King?
So it might be a repeat, but some people ain't heard it yet. But this is called To Kill a King.
Hey, To Kill a King. You know what I'm talking about? Something I never want to see nobody do. So let me get up. Ow. I'm going to blink you out. Hold on. Let me go up. You know how I'm happy on the trigger finger.
The sweet sound of songbirds used to wake me up in the morning to start my day. Now, I am tortured by the silence as they are replaced by the eerie night. Misplaced hate and treacherous felines hunt them like livestock to the slaughter. Death becomes the mockingbird's only exit from the torture they face in life. Running around, hunted by their own oppressors, dining on their flesh alive as they wither away and their songs become cries like sirens, screaming cacophonies that numb their minds. See, to kill a mockingbird is a sin. But here I am, stuck in this casa with my amigos. attempting to drown our sorrows in this bottle, thinking intoxication is the only way to quell our raging hearts in this sick game called life. Unhinged in our own self-destruction, we pour into empty cups, drowning in misery. Auspicious is what we think they are, yet these fleeting moments of success only last in bursts that die out faster than we expect. Vim is chased with voracity, vehement cries for sanity while losing vigor in each moment of our lives, and vicious cycles of self-destruction dooming us to fate, staring down barrels leading to early graves, ostracized through the hurts, thinking these tequila shots will offset this pain, only for it to expedite our takeoff into losing everything. See, to kill a mockingbird is a sin, and everyday innocent black men are murdered out of rage, fear, and actions taken by small whims. Innocence drained as we lose our ability to sing hymns. The sweet songs we chart become the screams and cries when we die, running from these unjust systems. Darkness travels, even those that survive the night are only targets, especially when they fight the very constructs and lies that drown our lives. Our ballads are tuned out by the rhythms of people that make on their own beats, hidden in plain sight. We are misunderstood giants that have been denied the ability to speak freely, only blinded by the guise of everyone else's interpretation of our light. It's what they see us as is what determines how we are when we shine in the night. So when ghosts step out to burn bright, it's easy to douse their fires because we never thought they'd even give us insight. Callously carving creative ways to force our pain into rage, thinking our enemies reflect the images we face in the mirror, going blind, believing we can meticulously take out others out of the battlefield to rise in their eyes. But chess is not a life game. Moving parts shift each and every day. A pawn may think he wears a crown, only to be rooked out his spots by knights looking to gain favor by false kings. So here we are, taking pieces out of our world of how we used to love, the way the mockingbirds sing, but when their voices become too loud, we suddenly clip their wings. Especially when they sing songs that awaken us to their plight. Especially when the cats that allow them to live are annoyed by the melodies that serenade the soft soliloquies and monologues to address the wrongs we live in. See, the noble mockingbird song is only as good as long as it doesn't disturb the master's sleep. So when it chirps too loud or off tune, or the master makes it weep in public so other birds learn to stay meek. This is the slow death of those so sweet. Innocence can be stolen, be it at any time, be it by death or silenced, or broken bottles wishing to keep their pusillanimous patriarchal practices pulsing through the punitive pilfering of intellectual properties of the symphony of the mockingbird that sings for thee. We may butter it up as justice, slap it on a label and sell it, but no matter what we do, to kill a king is a sin. Sincerely.
If Jesus will, I guess it's okay for me to do it too. Big facts, man. Because this shit, I'm telling y'all, they talking about relevant things that are still going on this time, this day. I love when we on the corner and we spilling all kind of knowledge, and we get into the facts that we still going through the same things, man. So we have to make a change. And you know what? This is how change starts. We keep bringing it up and we keep bringing it to the forefront because y'all already know they trying to take it out of schools and everything. So we got to remind ourselves how far we've came and how far we still got to go. But I'm gonna stop preaching. Man. My next guest hails from Virginia, first published at 13 and inducted into the National Poetry Society. She's a poet, a spoken word artist, and a member of the 100 Drippers. Now also a host. She launched her first open mic in Baltimore, y'all, bringing the society of poets from platforms like Cafeteria. She say the clubhouse. I say the cafeteria, to live events. Her motto: we poet, we vibe. As a society, we heal, art thrives. And tonight, the queen is here to do all of that. Tonight, y'all help me welcome infamous lyricist. Yeah. What's going on with it, queen?
What's good? Wow, I'm back here again.
I'm trying to tell you, man, this is home. Y'all already know it's all love on P.P.C. Y'all taking over the whole month, so we litty when my family in the house, because I can say that, my family in the house all month, and we tearing this thing all the way down.
You better know
Yo,
it. I already
and
got
so
my. I have a personal section in the living room.
that's what I'm
Don't touch
talking
my
about.
seat.
And the food is always available. You know what I'm saying? So just pull on up. Hey, so let's get to it. You're new. Congratulations, too, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You hosting an open mic now. Tell the people how to find it. When's the next event? Let's get it popping.
Well, yeah. See, listen, we took a brief hiatus because
Okay, okay.
we got to find the proper venue to do these things, and I'm all about making sure that the community gets promoted and gets some shine, because sometimes I get my shine through the community. I don't gotta
That
be
part.
spotlight.
Hey, I get
So
all my shine through the community, man. I love it. So y'all make sure that y'all be on the lookout for when the queen get back popping. It's gonna be a new event space, bigger, probably better. You know what I mean? We on an
facts.
upgrade. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all keep track. Y'all can follow her on all the socials to make sure y'all doing that, especially if y'all in the Be More area. Tap in, man. So let's get to it. What's the first piece you giving us tonight?
I'm gonna do the concrete jungle. The little story
Ooh,
tell. Story
it's getting
time.
into story time.
The concrete jungle is monstrously large. Skyscrapers and high rises provide shade and shadow to the impoverished. City lights create a mirage of happiness while alleys hold truth of less unfortunate souls. Down on Fifth, little Jay paces the corner to make a quick buck. His life ain't no sweet dream, especially trying to help his mama make ends meet. He already sees his defeat, confusing the lifestyle he lives with the one he is yet to meet. This street life loves no one, and it always shows the truth that survival of the fittest. Oh shit, hands up, don't shoot. Now Lil J has watched his mans get shot down. Drive by gone haywire. Bullets have no name, just fly like bats blinded by light, taking anyone down. No cares, no wrongs or rights. Lil J. I hope you can live up to the J in your name. Like a bird, take wing and fly past the pain. Take the smarts you were given, become a businessman. If you can cut 4/5 and double that 8 ball, then become a financial mogul, a chemist. Hell, you can have it all. See, the concrete jungle is monstrously large. Skyscrapers and high rises provide shades to the impoverished. City lights create a mirage of happiness while alleys hold truth to the less unfortunate souls. See, down on 28th, Lil Stacy flips tricks to get by, thinking that this'll make her rich. Her mama first sold her for a quick fix that told her she would never amount to shit, but reality is, daddy became her pimp. When the first time she was on a strip, she made more than a grip. See, Stacy only knew selling ass for cash, but her mind was sharp and she was quick-witted. At 18, she devised her own ointment for hives, cuts, and rashes. It wasn't until Stacy came upon a body of a young girl younger than she, broken, bruised, and no longer recognizable. The little Stacy ran. The streets don't love anyone. Stacy, you can be whatever you dream. Be a nurse, a doctor, researchers, chemists, scientists. See, these concrete jungles are monstrously large. Skyscrapers and high rises provide shade and shadow to the impoverished. City lights create a mirage of happiness while alleys hold truth for the less unfortunate souls. Have you ever seen a rose grow without thorns? Or a rose grow from concrete? Thorn and thought, but the reality is beauty is cultivated through tragedy. It's just how you choose to rise from the ashes, picking bone from gnashed teeth of beasts that attempt to corner you, purifying yourself in tears yet shed for excellence awaits you. Past streets of concrete jungles, tired of the fire of used syringe and beer bottles. Damn, it's amazing you don't look like what you've been through. Your broken homes to whole mansions complete with dreams past these concrete jungles. And that's just another infamous piece.
Man, that shit just blew through here like a lonely $20 bill on the way to a stripper to the pole. In other words, it mattered. Let's go.
That was brought to you by CapCut. But of course, it really did matter, man. The flip side to the story, growing up in the concrete jungle. Yo, that thing went hard just then. Y'all know we're going to keep this thing right on rolling. I think we got a little fire, man, about to come on through to the house, man. Another one. My next king hails from Connecticut. His love for poetry began at the age of 8, inspired by Langston Hughes, King David, and James Baldwin, author of 21 spoken word books. Man, y'all heard me. I said 21. He found the Poetry Clique. He's the founder of the Poetry Clique and also a member of the Honey Drippers Poetry Collective, Lost Tribe of Poets, Poet Now Loading, and the Transcribers. Beyond poetry, he's a DJ, a producer, a magician, musician. He might do some magic too, y'all. 21 gang on books. He popping something out of his hat. A singer, a preacher, an activist dedicated to uplifting his community, one poem at a time. This king is literally fire, y'all. Like literally, he's a fire man. Y'all help me welcome one and only Pyro. What it do?
I tried to do a magic trick before I came on here, you know what I'm saying?
Did it work?
But guess what? I'm back.
That part, he disappeared for a while and now he back. 21 books.
Word.
Oh, you doing some magic with that pen. I tell you
Yeah.
what, that part right there. So tell the people first, which one is your baby out of 21 books? Because I can't tell people to go get out 21. Which one your baby?
I think this one that I'm releasing on my birthday next week, book number 21 itself, is called Chronicles of Silas, The Musings of a Black Man. This one is my baby because I finally get away from being that joker, type of dude to people actually seeing different seasons of me, seeing that vulnerability, seeing someone who knows how to love, seeing someone that if you mess with me, you're gonna get scorched by these flames. You know what I mean?
That part.
You get to really see all this. So Chronicles of Silence, Music of a Black Man is my baby.
All right, well, let's get to it, man. So, look, book 21. Make sure that y'all check it out when it comes out next week. Congratulations, by the way, too. His arsenal is old enough to drink, y'all. 21 book salute is coming. I love the hearts just came up. Let's go. I'm trying to tell you straight fire. So, with that being said, King, where can they find the books when they come out?
You can find them on Amazon.com, or you just hit me directly for the ebook and I'll send that to you directly. It's $9.99. That's basically free. You feel me?
Man, that is it's basically free for real, bro. I mean, like seriously. So let's get it, man. Support the king. Let's get to it. What's the first piece you giving us tonight?
I got something brand new for y'all that I specifically prepared.
So y'all know I'm getting out the way. Whenever some new shit come through, I want to smell it. Come.
All right. This piece is not your average bar heavy story. Rather, a truth that I've discovered about myself. I remember heartbreak by its proximity to what has caused me the most damage, yet I'm not afraid to take a gut-wrenching blow. There was a time where the dilapidation of emotions sat in squadrons on my shoulder. Tears and frustrations built up feelings that I never thought to get rid of. They said, boy, don't rush trying to fall in love, because a person could transmute from a memory to an idea. They'll turn on in your darkest of seasons, and like leaves, you'll see their true colors take form. I wonder why this was so easy for me to be this naive, thinking that the ones I want to change would only become a mirage of uncertainties I used to dare to dream. But those days are now deferred. Now I watched the one I gave my all to become disfigured, a catastrophic disaster. Now this poem is in the possession of a man who's used to being bruised, bitter, battered, and broken like head to neck. I come to this stage not asking how to fix it, but leaving you fixated at how a wretch like me could survive all this pain. I'm close with my dad, my heavenly father, and I have had some rough times. He's still proving that he's good, and I'll be all right eventually. I hated how a piece of my masculinity was stripped away because the former didn't respect or recognize the power in my name. My dad said, Trey, Your biggest weakness is that you move too hastily, but you need to go on a fast. That way, the only voice you'll be able to incline your ear to is the one who guides you through hills, valleys, and dismay. To be honest, it's fascinating how I didn't give in. It became a shell of a human that lived in timidity. Now I'm in a game of red light, green light, with me being in control of me, queuing up when to stop and go, determining the outcomes of how this is played. But I still feel worthless. I still feel a mess. I still blame myself for all of this. I've indulged in depression like it's another fix. Rolled up, poured up, faded to black and blue. It hurt so bad that I forgot the beauty in sleeping, wishing that hugs and kisses could save me, but that's not what's going to happen. Wait. That won't happen. Here goes someone thinking I'm spitting this poem for sympathy, that I'm looking for art, for attention and applause. I've snapped so much that this pen has crackled and popped, exploding like a volcano, erupting a storm that destroyed every firmament. Tears are falling from my eyes because they can't wash away this pain. They told me if I don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Well, y'all, it's my turn to speak, and if this doesn't sound pleasant, then block and delete. I'm the amalgamation of being a great man with wounds that still need to heal. I am an activist with activists, ready to fight and protect my sanity and peace of mind. I am a prodigal son, looking for a warm embrace and to be welcomed back home. I am a black man who wants to feel valued and told that he matters. I want someone to fight with me instead of for me, so that we can go to war together. It gets harder by the minute. As I question how this part of the elongated story is going to end, will I be miserable or will I be the blessing that I've been looking for? The silence wrapped around me like a shield, and still I didn't feel protected. I've only experienced rejection. Imagine what it will feel like to be betrayed by your own body after watching it take beating after beating, not just from physical pain, but from words. Now I scribble, describe these ideas into music that's supposed to make me feel better. I am a poet, becoming intimate with this diary that doesn't even like the way I hold it, but still finds comfort in my hands. You've got to handle me with appreciation and affection. Handle me gently and carefully. Can't you see that I've made room for you? Can't you see that I only want to love you? I still leave my Bible open to Psalm 37, verse 4, asking God to repair you so that he can guide you to me. This poem wasn't intended to make you cry, but to say that I see the light amidst the darkness. If this is supposed to be a red table talk instead of a feature, hello, Poppy's Poetry Corner. My name is Trey, and I am fragile and damaged goods. Was previously engaged to lust, not afraid of the scars I've suffered and endured. Finally free from all the ambiguity and ambivalence. I've never cheated, but ecstasy and I had a unique connection. Having realized on this stage, I could leave all of my pain here, even if it falls on deaf ears. Heavenly Father, it's me, your son. I ask you, please, let me in on your plans, how this rose can still blossom from the concrete in spite of being stoned and exiled by those close to me. I pray to find a love that I'm worthy of so that I could be used for your glory and be a living testimony that even in this period of despair, I could still find joy and still write poetry. Loaded.
See, Keynote's gonna tell you I'm just her co-host. But coming from the host with the most, baby, that was fire. Just like that shit I be smoking. Let's go.
Well, you know, when you listening to a piece and you got the ugly face the whole time, I'm trying to fix it before I came on this thing. Woo! Yo, let's keep this thing rolling, man. My next king, man, I named MBK because he's my brother from another mother. Man, y'all might know him as the dripper all trades. He's a spoken word artist, host of Louisiana Lyricists Lounge, and a proud member of the Honey Drippers Poetry Collective, the anthology. Yeah, my class, baby. So you already know he coming out hard. He's currently working on his first EP, Love, Lust, and Lyrics. His single, Healing and Forgiveness, The Blueprint, and Attitude Adjustment. For him, poetry is a lifeline, a passion ignited by his mother, inspiring the name Paul Cram. Proof a woman can raise a man, and one hell of a man is about to come on the corner, y'all. So y'all give it up for my brother MBK, Mr. Paul motherfucking Cram. Yeah. What it do? Let me get that flyer. Where is it? I got to go.
No.
I was almost there. If I had to just scroll a little bit faster. Hey, how you feeling tonight, bro? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I love being on the cone.
Man, me too, man. I get some of the dopest shit on the corner, man. Some of the best dope I ever had came off the corner, y'all. That's real talk right there. So I'm loving that tonight ain't doing nothing but giving me pure energy and some more of the best dope that I've ever experienced. And you ain't no different, sir. When can we expect this EP? Because I keep hearing all these sexy sniblets, and you know, I want to, put the candles on and have a little dinner and listen to the whole thing. So when can we expect for this to drop, this masterpiece of yours?
Right now, the projected date for it to be complete is the end of June. So that's the date we looking. Well, that not the actual date yet, but on the end of June sometime is when we're supposed to be releasing the EP. I'm working on the last two tracks right now.
Okay then, so that just means it's coming up soon, y'all. I ain't gonna lock and load them on June, but what I'm saying is that before we hit the more cold weather, we should be getting warmed all up. Never mind.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get it to them like that. So what's the first piece you giving us tonight?
I'm gonna step out my comfort zone and try this little singing thing. So I'm gonna do Marvin's poem.
We're going with Marvin's poem. And if y'all don't know who this is, y'all know I big his show up every freaking week in the church announcements. I'd be like, check my brother out on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? The week, this him. Okay, y'all, let me get up out of here.
Mother, there's too many of you crying for sons that will never return home due to being tried and convicted of being a black man. The charges that they were born with seem to carry a mandatory sentence of death that is quickly carried out by a modern day lynch mob known as the police. Since I was born, covered in the same melanated target as those before me, I am guilty of sometimes feeling like a slave, dangerously walking around without my freedom papers, afraid of the slave catchers that has since traded in their horses for horsepower, look for any reason to add me to their plantation of graves. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. With your arms stretched high above your head as if this position created a Kevlar barrier between you and the barrel of his service weapon. That is probably controlled by an itchy trigger finger attached to a hand that holds no regard for your life. The eyes on his chest would clearly reflect an unjustifiable homicide that will be punished with a paid leave or a light jail sentence. So for that reason alone, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to be in the position, reaching as high as I can to show that I am not a threat, just to expose the center mass area they are trained to shoot. Grasping at the hope that I do not become social media's version of an RIP t-shirt that we now comfortably call a hashtag. Picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. But that seems to be the only way you choose to deal with what's supposed to be a peaceful protest. Your tools did a little changing, but your tactics remain the same. You went from fire hoses to tasers, from wooden clubs to steel retractable rods, from ropes around the neck to bullets to the back, but you still got them same fucking dogs. And you have the audacity to tell me that I have nothing to fear if I'm doing nothing wrong, but in your eyes, I am a two-time convicted felon with my charges being black and male. So, man, on behalf of all the unjustly fallen, I proudly say, fuck you. I do have fear. But what I also have is the blood of warriors deep in my DNA that flows aggressively through my veins. I'm Andrea's oldest son, her only son, a king by birthright and by name. So please be prepared because I'm gonna fight back. Consider this my line in the sand. So now tell me, what's going on? Drip.
Boy, I feel you on that shit. That gave me chills. Ooh, wait. Hey.
Man, Look, y'all is tearing this room down, man. I'm enjoying the vibe. I hope everybody who's still watching enjoying the vibe, man. So last, but definitely not least, man, my next queen is one of P.P.C's biggest supporters on and off the screen. You can find her tapping in. This queen pull up game. Oh, baby, it's strong. And hell yeah, she get one of the best hugs a fool ever had. She's a poet, an author, a writer, a songwriter, a chef, a food educator. You can also find her acting on and off stage, setting the stage on fire no matter what type of mic she touches. With features such as B103s for Sisters Only, Magnolia Festival, just to name a few, y'all, because the list goes on. Seriously, it goes on, man. And y'all know what it is. She's also open for features like Gerald Albright, Stanley Clark. That's just why she's the 8th wonder of the world. Not just because her pen is one of the coldest, man. This queen is a beautiful soul that's willing to share her knowledge with everybody. Just know when it comes to this poetry shit, Rare Epiphany is a whole damn problem that we love to have on P.P.C. So come on, man. Y'all help me welcome Shim motherfucking wife. Because that's what he gonna say. It's his wife. Come on through, Rare. You already know what it do, boo. Let's go.
Oh my God. I love it. You tell Shim I said, hey, Shim.
Hey, Red. Hey, y'all already know she one of my favorite and one of the coldest. Whenever she's in the house, I feel all warm. So you already know what's up. Let's get into it. 2 books, EPs, everything you got going on. Tell the people where they can find your stuff. If it's corner prices, you know the drill.
You always stay on corner prices, right? You can go to lulu.com, LULU.com. Look for my government name, Pamela Rare Epiphany Best. And you can find the books there. I want to say that the first book, I think it's 1412. Don't ask me why that number. It's 1412. That's what it is. The erotic poetry book is 15. But if you want the ebooks, if you don't want to have to carry around the book and you want the ebook, the ebooks are available on there too. I think one is $6 and one is $8. We keep it on corner prices. If you want to buy the EP, you can go to my IG page. And once you go to my IG page, look for my link tree. Click on my link tree. Boom, it'll take you there. The EP is $5. It's the $5 holla from the 90s. That's what we do. We keep
I'm
it like
trying to. Hey, a 5 will get you in, and under 20 will have you bit. So y'all make sure that y'all support the queen. And if y'all think I'm playing, look on my playlist on YouTube. I bet you I got her singing a couple of times on there because she really a whole damn problem out here for real. That voice is amazing. So y'all make sure y'all check it out and support the queen that supports us. No cap. So what's the first piece you getting into tonight for us, Rare?
We're just gonna talk about why we so black.
Ooh, let me get on out of here because we is some black sexy mother.
And is. We so black. We so black, and I mean that with my everything. We always bring black to the table. We always be black, willing, and able. Come out the stable, ready to race, even when the other race is trying to erase us. But we are darker than number 2 dust, and ain't no eraser made that can completely remove all signs of us without a trace. We residue. What's left after you remove the whitewash like rust stain? We are now ingrained in your porcelain, embedded in your dingy ass past, and ain't no amount of Clorox can remove the spot and blemish of your crass and egregious ways. We will not play nice with you through inviting you to the cookout, because we always got to have a lookout to watch out for signs of sickness witnessed in your kind, any reminders of your tendencies to colonize, pillage, and plunder. Gotta wonder if you came under a flag of peace or to fleece these black and brown sheep under the guise of peace treaties you have no intention to keep. We so black that what looks like slumber and sleep is really us blending into the night, into a dark and moonless sky. And when we open our eyes, they wear the disguise of twinkling star. And we are legion, as far as your bloodshot eyes can see, much farther than your bloodstained hands can reach. You cannot teach us away. You cannot betray the enemy of your memory and expect no retribution. You erected too many institutions to the institution of slavery, the legacy of your savagery. How could we not remember? How could we not remember? How could we not remember? You tender a payment of apathy and denial for a multitude of trials and tribulations and dehumanizations, blatant disregard for the disambiguation of truth. Paint you, the most super of villains, into hero into every story told, like we don't know a fairy tale when we hear it. We so black, we can hear it, even when candy coated in the sweetest of your lies. And I mean it with my everything, that there will be a reckoning for things covered over and not attended to, for the sins that you sweep ever so readily under the rug. Call that mountain of dirt a molehill until it fills every room you run to. At some point, you got to admit that shit follows you, that evil follows you. The tears and blood and destruction follow you, and the common denominator is, well, you. That we are roses that grew through your concrete, even though you ran from your White House into the streets to beat us down and bury us under it. That we, a black sky and black soil, are both above and under. That we will thundercloud you in darkness, even when you depart this earth, looking for refuge in a blue, black sky with eyes wide open like a million stars, as far as your bloodshot eyes can see. We may have been deceived, but we cannot be erased. We so black, we are space and time, the divine, and not some divination of your mind. We are creator and creation, created from a kind of benevolence you will never understand. Our shade of darkness, and damn it, blackness, amen.
A bad black sheep, well, I'm blacknificent in this thing, just like that piece was.
Woo-wee, man. They have went in tonight. We finna spin the block for the one time for y'all and shut this thing on down. Black Rose, let's go. It's just been black and beautiful in this thing tonight. I don't know what to do with myself. Y'all, this is crazy. I am loving it. So what's the next piece you giving us tonight, Queen?
Happy I wouldn't be Black Rose if I didn't bring you something racy. So this one's called Life.
Racy. Life, let's get it, Racy. Let's go. Let me race on up out of here.
Put me in a chokehold. Make me fight for my next breath. When I smile, don't let go. Make sure you're fully in control, because if not, I'm going to make you beg for life. I'm going to have you calling God to come get me, calling Belinda to tell her about the freak she made, how it should be a warning label put on me, caution, don't unleash the crazy. Baby, if you don't have full control, I'm liable to make you reconsider being single or making me your wife. Your life will flash before your eyes, but you ain't gonna die. Just play I Spy with your memory, choke me tighter, make my lights flicker, dig deep inside of me. I want to cry your name as you fuck me. Pray to God and ask him why he let the devil send you. I want to squeeze you with my pussy till my juices overflow. So choke me till you're in full control, because if not, only God knows.
Ooh, now that's the flicker flacker I'm talking about, boy. That shit, that went hard to death.
Hard to tell. Let's get it. I already know we about to bring the Poetic Sadist back on. Excuse my. Yep, I keep saying it. You damn right. Don't you say it. Yeah. What up, love? It's going now. I think we done flipped to this other side. What's the second piece you giving us tonight?
This very moment, and it's after Be Real Black by Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway.
Oh, sookie now. This very moment. Let me go on so she can have her moment, y'all. This is gonna be good.
Today, do me a favor. Be you, beautifully, bewitchingly, with no apologies, no concerns, no anything that doesn't serve you, nothing unauthentic. Today, celebrate your ancestors, but not their traumas or grievances. There's no space for that in this moment. So leave the rules behind, the straighten ups, the masks, the false tongues, the forced smiles, the anything that doesn't celebrate you. Today, walk in the sun and let it kiss you, all of you. Let it warm and nourish you. It won't burn you. It will honor you, hug you, hug it back. Today, break every alarm clock. Move when you are ready. Don't even entertain CP time jokes. Instead, move to the rhythm set by your internal drum. Listen to that. Feel it calling you. Let your appendages move with it when they so choose to. Today, smell your favorite scents. Let your nostrils rejoice in each inhalation. Let your lungs thank you for the moments to savor such aromas. Feast on your favorite seasonings. Let each taste bud delight in the invigorating flavors. Remember, love your entire magnificent body. Spend time in the mirror. Those parts deemed imperfections are your souvenirs of your experience. Thank them, kiss them, worship them, dote upon them, lay flowers at them in humble gratitude. Today, do me a favor. Celebrate the parts commonly told to hide. Find yourself lost in how enthralling you are. Unlearn any criticisms. Silence any negative voices. Then pull up a chair so that you can dine in the kitchen in the back of your neck. Rest on the thickness of your lips. Ride the perfect waves of your hips. Gyrate all of you as you roll your eyes. Be amused at the loudness of your voice. Strut your style in that color parade. Defy gravity with your sacred crown. The everything you were told to hide, let it show out wild and with pride. Do me this favor. Do yourself this favor. Do this. Even if you can't do it all days. Right now, unapologetically, be, celebrate, live here for this moment, for as long as you need. Breathe, be black, be real black, and revel in whatever that means.
Bow, 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 bow. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Yeah.
Hey man, and if y'all haven't did it today, hug your damn self. Thank you for reminding me, baby. That poem just reminded me to hug myself for today. So I will be doing that. Let's keep this thing right on rolling, man. Let's go ahead and bring my boy Ghost back to this thing. Wait. He be disappearing, y'all. See, when I look down, see, and this is exactly why I call him Ghost. He be disappearing. Like, they can call him.
Yo, I was right here this whole time. My camera was, yo.
They can call him Quiet Storm. I know he get rowdy and he get lost quick. No. So what did you do, King? What's the second piece you giving us tonight?
This is called Shattered Glass.
All right, let's get about.
I've been secretly finding my rhythm in life. Silence seems to silo me, keeping this imposter from siphoning my spirit. Normally, my mind is violent, beating like thunderstorms, preparing me for a hurricane that never comes. Anxiety is like the predicted weather report, just a precaution that causes me to auction my sanity to realities I never met. This is what makes me a quiet storm inside. My mind rages while staring in solitude in a room full of people. Outside, I boom burst lyrics that mirror my madness I'm trying to capture. That's why every time I perform a poem, it feels like I'm vomiting pain, trying to mix it with passion and pleasure. This is my life. A constant tug of war, a hopeless creative, curating confessions while I rebuild my reflection from shattered glass I broke in the wake of me healing from traumas I never asked for. I've been trying to put together the pieces of this battered boy, just hoping for a hug. All the while, the teenage self looks in awe while angrily wishing it didn't take this long to make it to this man I'm becoming, while dealing with all the raw emotions I never got the opportunity to float in. So as I try to fix this mirror, my tears mixed with the blood to create an adhesive to find a happy medium for the pieces of me. Unfortunately, they keep slipping from my hands, all these shattered pieces of glass, shadows of my reflection like blasts from the past, covered in blood spilled from regret and transgressions I feared. I'm still here because somebody probably prayed for me. I close my hands and my eyes and look to God, knowing He's probably paving the way for me. Pain is so restrictive and exhausting. I'm haunted by all these memories and lost in the confusion while my hands shake and my eyes quake tears over the years of self-doubt, disappointment, and pain. As I attempt to reconstruct my reflection, I fall apart watching the past return with every face staring back. Like they disdain what they see, like the pain I feel in my hands doesn't amount to the amount of pain I feel when I finally see me, the hatred I harbor for my own image or projection of who I think I am, when in reality I'm far from this monster. I see that no one told me I feel so much agony. No one told me how hard it is to face vulnerability, yet still I keep going. I feel these emotions, no matter the moment. For the man I become out of the darkness I've tried to harness will look back at the younger me's with open arms, giving ourselves the love we were denied for so long. Sincerely.
That was so heartfelt. I felt it beating out my chest. Oh.
Joe, they going to ham tonight. Vulnerable, black, loving. Yo, we got it all in this thing tonight, man. Inf, let's go. Joo-hoo. Oh man, I'm scared to ask. What's the second piece you giving tonight?
Well, I wouldn't be infamous if I didn't do an uplifting piece.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
what we're
let's
gonna do.
get it.
Black
That's
woman.
what it's called. That's what
Black
black
woman.
woman. All right, man. We can't go wrong with that. We too strong.
You know it. Black woman, fierce and mighty. Blessed is she that cultivates life, finds joy in everything, taking and blending love and spice, but humbled by beauty, often hidden in moonlight. Black woman, graceful and poised. Even when exhausted from all that you do, your stride never falters. The elegance of your sachet beckons the stars. The furrow of your brow beseeches the earth to quake. The breath of your shoulders makes mountains tremble while your voice, oh black woman, your voice, sweeter than honey. Your voice rejoices like the Elohim. Your voice is the remnants of goddesses. Queen, your crown. You've always been imitated, never emulated, from straight to kinky, curly to curly, fro to locks, braids to bantu knots, weaves and wigs, wraps or shaved off. Your crown sets you apart. And that's just the start. Your skin, ooh, oh, that delicious melanin. Every shade and every turn. Baby girl, I think we broke the code. From the beginning of time to the dawn of man, black is where it all began. From void of darkness to blackness of sand. From black waters to black motherlands. From pearls of darkness to glistening black diamonds. To black new moons to black Nubian queens. From black hearts wailing to black choir singing. From black mothers crying to black boys dying. With black woman. Black woman. Your smile lights the way. Black woman. Black woman. You deserve love and healing in every way. Black woman, black woman, let down your guard. Bask in your feminine, put that masculine away. Men may have been created from dust and clay with dominion over everything and mighty land to reign, but always remember your worth, being blessed with life and the gift of birth. He is but your equal in all things, nothing less. God chose you to mother of earth, first and last. So here's your time to shine. Black woman, embrace your divine. Let your beauty outshine the moon and the stars, and baby, let's burn. Baby, burn.
I swear I love me some queens. They know how to do it right.
And they strong to death, baby. You already know what it is. Y'all know we about to bring Pyro. Oh, I see him. Yeah, for name's sake. You know what I mean? King, what's the second piece you getting into tonight?
Everybody's been doing all this stuff, and I love it. I love it. But I need to remind people who I am, so I'm about to choose violence.
Hey, sometimes it go that way. Sometimes you can't stay peaceful. Sometimes you got to choose. Let me get out of here with former probation officer.
You want me to be nice? You want me to play fair? I script sermons the way you demonic creatures quote New Testament verses. We are not the same. I'm a different type. I'm a poet. A pro with tons of electrons, neutrally, nuking, negligent naysayers making misery join hands in prayer with company. I told you what happens when you mix fire with pyro. You get scorched. Pass the scotch like it's Holy Communion. This soul has the caliber to decimate on sight. When it comes to writing bars, I own mine. I'm immune to hating. That's why I'll never be a hater. We aren't built the same. Bygones will never be bygones. Bye. Get gone. Every time I hop on stage, it's fireworks. My name means fire, so let me give you this work. I'm not a slam poet. I slam poets. Blaze the stage at full rage. You'll see why my poetry slams. Poet, now, loaded. A new diabolical creation of this generation in time, flipping the meaning of two things, doubling up each line. Entendre. I never had to sell my soul or perpetrate. I did have to find my own lane so I could stay in place. I don't want no reactions. They'll end up in chains. I reach and take action like it's a new game. Here I go, hearing all the slander. I am a pentameter, rambling about how I did this and that, failing to see that led to this. That was cute. Let me explain the different angles, Poppy. My panache is me. Step incorrectly, you'll see no size like a scalene. I had to isolate inner isosceles. Your perceptions of me are obtuse, will never be equals. I'm on a different lateral. My wordplay originated in the 90s. Don't you see the degrees in this trifecta of hyperbole? I meant mechanics, technical, architectural, construct, construction, crafted, creating, causing confusion while you convoluted, ready to snap and go to war if they're listening to good music. No Kanye. I do more than just squabble up, cousin. I go for your soul, cousin. I'll break your heart, then hand your spirit back to you, cousin. Pressure makes diamonds, but when I destroy you, you'll be looking back at it like Lot's wife and be Cuban Laconia, cousin. It's time to turn your TV off, cousin. You're far up past your curfew, cousin. Forgot that I'm a part of the chosen few, cousin. I tried to be nice. The moment you used my name in a poem and brought on my past like I sharpened the pen, that way you'll feel the slice from the knife. When I cut deep, you won't sleep. My words will invade your heart. It'll be many you will keep. Don't mess with me. My BPD makes my PTSD look angelic. I'm Darth Vader. I'm immortal, ready for combat, ready to get allegories and tombs. You can label me a raider. You can't bury a king that never died. The day you stop being blind will be the moment you use your head and open your eyes. Come to your senses. You copy captions and crunch on captives. Let's let our mind be ready to shine. It's time for action. Houston, ready for takeoff. My set never been off. Pour up a glass of Quavo. Adios, amigos. Ray said, mayhem go berserk. Arsenic said, don't hold back. I'm ready to rumble royally. I'm getting all my licks back. I wanted to stay in my lane, but you done made me choose violence. Covered in your blood, I can't even repent. This time in infamy was well spent. And set poet's name, I rebuke you, praying you don't make that same mistake again. Next time, I won't let you off with a shot to the knee. It's off with your head. Sign the fines of calligraphy, power of the great. Who's the king? Now hang my words up in the Museum of Poetry. Loaded.
Boy, no cap. Like if I took this cap off, you'll still be locked and loaded like me. Let's go.
Yeah, he did. He went there, y'all. Y'all already know, man. MBK. Let's swing this thing on back around. Round and round. Don't. You know I sit here and sing till y'all be getting ghosts. You know what I mean? Don't pick up your brother's name. Don't pick up your brother's name like that. You know. All right. So what's the second piece you giving us tonight?
All right. So this second piece is called "Transition to Being Me." That's like one of my favorite pieces. It's relieving for me.
All right. Well, let me get up high so he can release.
My mama told me that y'all were supposed to be mad at me. Not that I give a damn, but we both find it kind of funny because neither one of us can truly understand why. I can only think that you're mad because I'm not who you try to make me out to be. Maybe you're mad because I've overcome every obstacle that you have purposely placed in my path with the intentions of killing my destiny. You see, I made it. Many, many years past the age that you had the audacity to say that I was probably dead or completely locked away because being a fuck up had to flow through my veins due to the DNA passed from my father. Chip off the old block, you all used to smile and say. You even told me that I was genetically destined to be nothing more than a damn statistic. Motherfucker, are you serious? Really? Fuck that. And fuck this. And with my whole chest, I say fuck you. You see, I made a decision to be more than what your simple minds could ever fathom of me. What I feel about me is way more important to me than any words used against me by dumb dicks and ignorant chicks for the sole purpose to crush my dreams and admirations. You didn't expect me to be mentally strong enough to realize that my final destination was never in your hands, but it is in a room that had no windows and no doors, but the roof was also missing. So I'm sure you understand the only direction I could go was up. Despite all your verbal assaults, I found an inner peace through the soul of my pen. My apologies. How very, very rude of me. I'm talking about my pen, who was my longtime, my only friend. So now let me introduce you to him. My pen is equivalent to a Smith & Wesson 38 special that sits comfortably between my fingers. It has a hair trigger and is loaded with armor-piercing ink. It can be used for corrections or disruptions, protection or destruction. Many years past the time in your mind I was supposed to die, I stand before you living. The vicious verbal attacks from the days of my youth that I thought was going to kill me turned out just to be a formality, a necessary component to awaken up the beast that was dormant inside of me. But now that beast has been unleashed. The electric shock collar has been removed from what some will consider a poetic Saurus Rex, and I'm biting fear, squaring the ass, and embracing all of its confidence. My emotions were finally given permission to verbally be expressed in a poetic tirade I have been known ever since. I can't believe that y'all had the testicular fortitude to go to my mother and ask her if I would let you make up for time that was missed. I'm going to have to dig deep in my pocket so I can find the biggest. Fuck that. Fuck this. And with a smile on my face, again, it's fuck you. I am the greatness that you try to take from me. You force-fed me lies and told me that I must accept it. But just because you put it on my plate doesn't mean that I have to digest it. I'm throwing up on you negative motherfuckers. Regurgitating the esteem-killing energy that dwelled in me for so long without paying rent until I went to the eternal court of my soul and got papers and evicted all of that bullshit. I told you I found peace through the 38 caliber that sits comfortably between my fingers. I'm not who you try to make me out to be. I am a strong, confident, intelligent, talented, dare I say handsome, black man. And if you need any future correspondence, make sure you address me as Mr. Paul Cram. That's that drip.
Man, I hope your ass ain't broke, cause that was a stack. Okay, well, maybe it was 100. Okay, well, you kept it a buck, man.
Hey, y'all seen that TikTok going around where the folk be like this? And then they let it out. Yeah, that's what my boy just did. That's one of my favorite pieces from him. Y'all already know. Let me get these church announcements. They real short this week. Y'all know Saturday, tap in with the one and only Paul Cram himself, who right here on the show for Louisiana Lyricist Lounge, man. I don't know what time it started. Look on this page. I'm bad with times. I just know Saturday night, they be litty. Probably around 8 EST-ish or something right there, around that time right there. Then, y'all know, Tuesday, we got Missing Link this week. Y'all, I told y'all last week and the week before, this is one of my favorite rooms. If you have unfinished pieces, then join us in the cafeteria, hosted by the one and only AK. Again, don't ask me the time. I get in there around 12 o'clock. I think it started around 11. In though, because it does. She give you advice. The room gives you advice on how to finish your pieces, or good advice on which direction to take the pieces, or you can just come in, spit your piece, and they give you if it's dope or if it ain't dope type vibes. So either way, come in, make yourself at home. It's just like being on the corner, except no nobody see you. You know what I mean? So tap, tap, tap. Oh, there it is. She gonna put that thing. I was right though. I was right. I said 11, 12. I hope I was right about bruh stuff too. But let's go ahead and bring the one, the only, the eighth wonder of the world back around to close us out tonight. What a show, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Woo!
Y'all wilding up here.
Man, look, I think they get it from you. You know, you've been instructing us. You've been going crazy in this thing tonight, and I'm loving it. So what's the second piece you're giving us tonight?
I feel like I had to revisit the If I Was a Poem, and I was like, okay, I wasn't finished. So if I was a poem, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah, she tore up the first. I heard the last one. Let me go, because that means she done tightened it up, and this finna be a killer. She is a poem. Let me say that. I'm out.
If I was a poem, I'd be a powerfully potent piece of prose juxtaposed just so, a classic. Not some bombastic plastic-coated trash that managed to rhyme good, misunderstood on purpose, because ain't no purpose, just perfectly put together perp shit, meaning it should be illegal to subject the people to this shit, this mess. If I was a poem, I would be a bless and a hallelujah. A power to the people salute, a brew of strong and strange fruit and strong liquor, a giver of good news fused with the blues of bad, a sad song on a microphone that still makes you feel good to your soul. I know if I was a poem, I'd go hard, like I love, like my art, like my work, like the flirt in my throat that sugarcoats the notes of every syllable the muses pull from the tip of my tongue. Come, get some if you able. I'm OCD, so I left no crumbs on the table, but let me ladle up some of this soul food to heal you from the inside out. What you know about this open kitchen, this fish and grits and all the fixins to fix what ails you? See, what you fail to realize is that I ain't trying to son you, I'm trying to mother you. Trying to love on you after all the bullshit you've been through, because I want to see you better than the best that you used to on a whole new level. If I was a poem, my final form would be a whole new level of truth to nourish you, all of you who hear me and remember me like I was your favorite poem. Epiphanies.
Well, now it ain't no fireman, but that shit was fire, man.
Yo, that shit was fire. This show was fire. I'm about to smoke some fire. Hey, man, y'all know it's Poetry Month, so make sure y'all get out and celebrate y'all. 30 for 30s is going around. If y'all don't know, one of the best is going to be putting her stuff out every day. I'm looking for it. Make sure y'all tap in with everybody's social medias, because everybody's going to be doing something. If they lazy every other month, this month right here, I promise you, they going to pipe up. So make sure that you tap in with everybody so you can follow the motion and keep your pen rolling as too. Make sure that you wake up tomorrow with gratitude so it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major altitudes. And guess what, y'all? We is out this joint, man.
Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Key-notez gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praised everybody for tapping on in. You know I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I'd like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it, I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out. Let's go.